Like we've gotten things wrong. Like, I confused the Greenland shark and the six-gill shark, and I rightfully was raked over the coals. That is very different from staging, lying about, releasing, and defending a false story of a Syrian rebel as an exclusive scoop. Do you remember this broad, Clarissa Ward?
No.
Yes.
Thank you. He's a good foil. So if you fabricated, like let me ask you this. If you completely fabricated, let's say where you work, some kind of a report, I don't know, maybe an Excel sheet, or you just made up something at work that misled all of the employees, or if you made up something that was used to mislead millions of people, no, you'd expect to face repercussions, like likely being fired.
Yes.
Well, I don't know if you remember this. When it happened, Clarissa Ward, right? She was out there. She did this story where she found this Syrian rebel, right? She found the Syrian rebel who was starving and in prison, and she was the only person who found this guy, and she had an exclusive scoop. Now, as it was happening, we were joking about how there's no way this was true. Spoiler alert, we found out not long after that it was completely false. But let's go back in time so you can see that we didn't buy it then. So CNN released this really weird video. A lot of people think this is fake, and by that, I mean it's allegedly fake, and by that, I mean it's clearly fake. Clarissa Ward just happened to discover a prisoner of the Assad regime. So watch this and tell me if it feels a little professional wrestling.
Is someone there?
But pause. They're already in the cell. They're already in the... Ollie, oxen free? That is a perfectly trimmed beard right there.
Yeah, that's not... I've been in here for 3 months without care.
Yeah. Just think about... By the way, when they're in there, there's a camera... They already blew off the lock with gunfire, and they're in there...
I don't think it actually happened. You don't tell them.
They're in there with a boom mic, with a line producer, and he's just like, no, I'm counting sheep. I use the term counting loosely. We found out
2 trust, 3 trust, sleep.
Yes. Body count.
Hey, I left these sheep with smiles on their faces. Now,
why are you Russian?
I don't know.
The sheep call me a bad boy.
It's terrible.
So 1 week after that broadcast, turned out the story was completely bullcrap.
Nice.
Yeah, turned out
it the next
completely
day.
bullcrap. And you would think consequences? Well, no, actually, now Clarissa Ward is back in action. This time reporting on the Pope's death at the Vatican. She's gotten the rights to that, where we can assume that she has the early scoop on who the cardinals plan to elect Pope.
Okay.
That's all we have for that story, in case you were wondering.
Last Pope indeed.
I just want to remind you that everything is a lie on legacy media, and you should trust none of it. So when people now are like, oh, we need authorities and experts, I get it. Clickbait is a problem. That's a worse problem, CNN. It's a worse problem, ABC, NBC, CBS, CNN, MSNBC, because once upon a time, you couldn't refute them with the truth. So remember, when you think Clarissa Ward, think compulsive liar who still has a job. Which brings me to my question. What do you want to see Clarissa Ward cover next?
Her face. But listen, I think that wasn't even the first time that she'd been caught lying.
No,
I believe when we covered the story the first time in December that we had talked about another story that she previously lied about. What was that, Gerald?
In Israel, she was saying that they were shelling, and she got down in the ditch and like, oh my gosh, they're firing, and it was like miles away.
Yeah.
This lady is so forgettable. CNN forgot that they even hired her before.
Yeah.
They're like, ah, shit.
She pitched a new story about running around with Tom Hanks to find the antimatter in the Vatican. So
Yes, with this crappy ponytail or whatever it was. Yeah. This is yes. By the way, she's posed. Yes. Look at this. Like Michelangelo. I'm touching God.
Should I have my arm out or should I have it? Put it out. Put it out. Stop smiling so much.
Yeah.
Stop smiling.
She's worse than like the weatherman that goes out there and the hurricane is like, and the winds are blowing, and there's 2 people walking calmly.
I know. Look at I barely made it out alive.
Meanwhile, the cameraman's in cargo shorts and a t-shirt.
Yeah.
He's eating a Slim Jim.
Whatever. Clarissa is on his job again.
Clarissa lies about it all. Some shit. So, and I was saying this, we have an admonish button here, right? We make the references publicly available. We were talking yesterday about transparency. Like we've gotten things wrong. Like I confused the Greenland shark and the six-gill shark, and I rightfully was raked over the coals. That is very different from staging, lying about, releasing, and defending a false story of a Syrian rebel as an exclusive scoop. Do you guys see that one is actually, like, people get things wrong all the time. That happens. Every single one. If you're watching, you've gotten something wrong. Of course it happens. And the best you can do is try and apologize for it and try and do better the next time and have a winning record as it relates to being right. These people have no sense. They have no sense of responsibility to the truth at all. It doesn't even factor in. No. Hey, if you like this video or if you have strong opinions, comment below, where I will tell you this, the comment section on YouTube is the best that society has to offer. You won't regret it one bit. Or you can click one of these videos playing right here next to me in that box. No, not that one. That's embarrassing.